Hello, hope you're having a great day. Now today is Saturday, and today I didn't need to get up early to go and pick my girlfriend Kat up from work after her night shift. She done her last night shift on Thursday night, but despite that I still managed to get up at 7:30 this morning, which I'm really happy about. There was a lot going on in my mind to try and persuade me to go back to bed, but there always will be, right? I need to train the muscle of defying my mind when it's trying to make me do things that deep down I don't want to do, like laying in bed. I've also woken up today with even more pain on my pec from my injury that I sustained at boxing the other day, but I've got boxing again today, and today's session is with the guy that does the more technical stuff, and there's more chance that I'm going to be asked to do head sparring today as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be joining in with in terms of, you know, the head sparring and stuff. I'm actually more worried about body sparring, which we always do. At least when you're head sparring, the opponent's going to be trying to hit you in the head, you know, take the opportunity that they're allowed to hit you in the head. Whereas with body sparring, it's literally, you know, they're only trying to hit you in the body. So yeah, boxing's going to be interesting. My mind is obviously trying to tell me that I shouldn't be going because I'm injured, etc, etc. But you know what? As I say, my mind's always going to try and hold me back, whether I've got an injury or not, whether I need to get up early or not, you know, whether I'm happy or not. Like, my mind's always going to be in there trying to hold me back, trying to protect me. And yeah, I'm going to continue, as I say, building the muscle of defiance against my mind when it's trying to hold me back. Now, as usual, I've turned this camera on after I've had all my water, all my salt water, my vitamin C, after I've written in my journal, and after I've had a meditation session, and after my walk around the block. And now it's time to crack on my exercises. It is literally a matter of a few hours before I've got to be at boxing, so I need to take it easy. But I think I'm going to bang out some push-ups, some sit-ups, and then I'll do some of these things, but just with my light dumbbells. So yeah, a bit of a token workout, but it's got to be done. Right now I'm listening to quite an old podcast actually, where Andrew Tate went on the Strike It Big podcast. I remember watching it ages ago. It's a really good podcast. It's actually listed as Andrew Tate's best interview. But yeah, I'm going to carry on listening to that whilst I'm having my workout. It's whilst I'm on this wave of, you know, defying my lazy mind, I'm finding Andrew Tate's stuff really helpful. And today the sit-ups hurt even more. Yeah, the sit-ups are hurting even more today, but it doesn't hurt any more on the 15th one than it did on the first one, so. That's my workout done. Obviously stayed well away from failure. I normally do 25 sit-ups in a set, and I only done 15. I normally do 20 push-ups in a set, and I only done 15. And those light dumbbells are a bit light for that exercise. But you know what? I'm injured, and I've got boxing in a couple of hours. So, you know, I'm giving myself that leeway. But, you know, doing something was still better than doing nothing. What you've got to be careful of is when, you know, you're not injured and there's not any reason for you to hold back, then your mind comes in then and tells you, oh, you know, something's better than nothing. It's like, well, no, don't want to get into the habit of holding back all the time. Anyway, now it's time for me to jump in my cold shower and then have my breakfast. All right, so after my cold shower and my breakfast, I actually ended up watching a sort of hour-long documentary about Chris Eubank, which was really interesting. But yeah, then I did dive into editing yesterday's video on this channel, which I was able to finish doing, and I'll upload that after boxing. We are now on our way to boxing. My beautiful girlfriend Kat's going to give me a lift, and yeah, my chest just seems to be getting worse and worse as time goes on, and I've got a bit of a headache. So yeah, not ideal, but I'm sure I'll get through this. I think there's actual boxers in the past that have gone and actually had fights when they've had, you know, broken bones and stuff in secret. So my little muscle bruise isn't going to kill me. Yeah, I'll just have to look after it if I do end up doing any body sparring or sparring. But yeah, looking forward to boxing. It's probably going to be my hardest session ever, though. You know, first time I've gone to boxing with an actual injury. But yeah, what don't kill you makes you stronger. And I've got my usual banana and apple to give me superhuman strength anyway. All right, boxing class done. Another awesome session, as always. It was with Coach Joe today, so it's more technical rather than, you know, emphasising on fitness. Still a killer, but it was definitely probably one of the easiest sessions I've done in terms of fitness. But that might be because literally 2 days ago I did a really intense session in terms of fitness. It's funny actually, one of the guys in there who's quite new, he sort of made a comment saying that, oh, you're not even sweating at the end of that. Like, so yeah, it's clear that, you know, I'm getting fitter and, you know, my endurance is improving, and it's cool that sort of other people are noticing it. I did do some head sparring at the end of the session today. I only took a couple of really light shots to my chest where it hurts, luckily. But yeah, got through it. Loads of fun. I can feel that I'm progressing, you know, in terms of fitness, as I say, but also skill. And yeah, because it isn't one of those sessions where I come out and it feels like I've barely survived it, like, I feel like I could go and do another one now. Like, it's so addictive. Boxing's awesome. Like, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if anyone out there has got like a 1% desire to give boxing a go, just go and do it. Just find your local amateur boxing club and go and do a session. Like, you know, I've never ever felt uncomfortable in my session, even though there's people there that are, you know, more experienced. Like, it doesn't matter what level you're at. When you go for your first session, there will be people that are way better than you and way fitter than you, and there will be people there that are less fit than you, you know. Same with going to the gym. Like, so many people, I've spoke to so many people personally that say, yeah, I'd love to go to the gym, but, and then, you know, whatever excuse, you know, insert excuse here, but I'm not very fit, but I'm not very confident, but, you know, I'm worried about people looking at me. Like, you know, that's just BS in your own mind, preventing you doing what you want to do. Like, and, you know, the difference between people that are doers and people that make a success of their life, whether it be fitness, business, relationships, whatever, the difference between people that do make a success of things and people that don't make a success of things has very little to do with, you know, who people are naturally, you know, natural ability, or, you know, where you're starting on your journey. It has very little to do with where you're starting on your journey. It's more about, you know, how willing you are to get on that journey. So yeah, if there's anything you want to try and do, don't mug yourself off by not doing it. Just go and do it. Because, you know, sometimes I think to myself now, like, you know, I wanted to try boxing for years and years, sort of fantasized about it. And now I'm, what, 6 months in or something? And sometimes I think to myself, wow, what if I didn't go to that first session? Like, you know, I would never have experienced everything that I've experienced up to now. And I've only just started. Like, as I say, I'm progressing with every session, you know, enjoying it more with every session. And yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to get home now, have a shower. Definitely going to have some lunch, although I'm already having an apple that I didn't eat earlier. And yeah, going to do the uploading and stuff of yesterday's video on this channel. And then I think I'm going to spend the day with Kat. She's going to go to her parents later, so I'm going to join her for that. And then yeah, this evening I'm definitely going to dive into chipping away more at the car video that I'm working on. I was kind of thinking about going around the garage at home today to sort of end the video that I started filming yesterday, or possibly tomorrow, but there's actually something really cool that I forgot about tomorrow, and yeah, I'm not even going to reveal that on this channel because it's so cool. Check this out for a cool lunch. In here I've got fried chicken with lettuce, some guac sauce and feta cheese, and yeah, wrapped them in just normal tortilla wraps and then toasted them in this gizmo. Lovely. Oh, and of course, having a coffee. All right, so after a few hours at Kat's parents, we've now made our way home. Kat's parents are such feeders. I ended up having a cake and a coffee while I was there. And to be honest, I felt afterwards like I could have ended up falling asleep on their sofa, but I definitely didn't want to go to sleep because I'd rather, you know, be tired later on when it's time to go to sleep, which I probably won't be because, you know, I do suffer with insomnia, but it is what it is. I've also had loads of messages from people telling me about some car meets this evening and also tomorrow, which, you know, I've decided I'm not going to anything like that this weekend, because I'm really trying to focus more on, you know, working on my cars and making those type of videos, because they are the videos that most people want to see, you know. Now, this evening we've got steak for dinner, which I'm really looking forward to, but I want to bang out another, you know, couple of hours or few hours of work on the car video that I'm working on at the moment. In an ideal world, I'd love to get it out tomorrow, but with what I've got planned tomorrow, that's probably not going to be possible. But yeah, I want to chip away at it as much as I can this evening, and then yeah, we'll have dinner and chill out a bit before going to bed. Me loves a bit of steak. All right, so it's now 9:30 and I am tired. I just hope that I'm still going to be tired when I try to go to sleep in a little while. I've been cracking on with the next car video. There was actually one section of it that just seems to take ages. You know, I do these sections in the videos where they've got music, you know, behind some footage of me working on the car, for instance. And yeah, I try and make those sections of the videos really tidy, make sure that all the changes and stuff are in beat with the music. And yeah, sometimes they just take ages. And you know, it's bits like that that just prove that I must just keep chipping away at the editing all the time. You know, quite a lot lately. I know I've got a video to edit and I sort of take it for granted, you know, like, oh, you know, I was going to do a bit of editing tonight, but I'll carry on with that the next day. And yeah, it just means that quite a lot lately, you know, the videos have been coming out 1, 2, 3 days later than I initially planned. Now, I do always kind of plan to do more than's possible to keep me going, but yeah, I have been a bit too lax, you know, lately editing the videos, which means the videos don't come out as frequent. You know, less videos means less progression on the channel, you know, so it all sort of adds to you know, a trend of not being productive. So yeah, I do need to, you know, constantly just sit down and chip away at edits like I have this evening. So I think I'm going to have a chamomile tea now and chill out with Kat and watch a bit of telly and yeah, just hopefully get to bed, you know, 11 o'clock at the latest. I can hear that the neighbour upstairs is being loud this evening, but you know, it is Saturday night, so you know, if they're loud during the week drinking, then it's inevitable that it's going to be the same on a Saturday night. But yeah, it is what it is. Tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, I've got something really cool that I'm going to do. Going to meet up with someone. I'm actually going to be making a video there as well, so you know, it's all work. And yeah, I probably will have a day off the gym tomorrow, partly because it's Sunday, but mainly just because of my chest. My chest is just getting worse and worse in terms of the pain. I've got a feeling that it hasn't peaked yet either, but I'm hoping, you know, within the next couple of days, the pain will start going down. You know, I'm certainly not going to let it stop me, you know, working out every day and stuff. I've just got to adjust it, you know, do less, don't do nothing. You know, it's all about doing what you can, not focusing on what you can't do, because yeah, my mind will always tell me that I can't do stuff, you know, if I allow it to. So yeah, today's been an awesome day. Spent some time with my girlfriend, went boxing, you know, got some work done, you know, and hoping for another really good day tomorrow. So I'm going to end this video here. Massive thanks, as always, to everyone who's got this far. Feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat, or get in touch via Facebook, Instagram or email. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.